What is up, guys, and welcome back to Monoposto 2023, and thank you for 600 YouTube subscribers. That magic 1k is slowly getting closer, so let's keep it up. And to celebrate, we're going to do a last two question mark challenge, driving as Max Verstappen around Las Vegas. It's going to be a night race. I can't wait to make this video. Here's all the liveries and the colours and driver customization options that I'm using for this video. You can make notes of these. You can pause these at any point. This is just for this video. I've tried to replicate the 2023 grid. Obviously, some cars have not yet been released. However, some I have tried to copy, like Haas and, of course, Alfa Romeo's Stake, Williams and Red Bull. So that's where we're at the moment. As I said, we're going to be starting from last on the grid. I wanted to make this video anyway, but it's convenient that I've got 600 subs, because this can just be my 600 sub special. For those of you asking about career mode, that will be starting in not long at all now, just a few videos time. So with that, let's jump into the race. I still can't get over how good this game looks now with the new car models, the night races, the real circuits. It's just so good. But here we are on the grid. As you can see, we're starting in last. To be honest, I'm not going to make any setup adjustments to what I used in qualifying, and we're actually going to start on the hard tyre, because we're starting from the back. I'm going to go for a big overcut today and hopefully extend, as we are now revving up in the RB19. 5 red lights, and we are underway for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. 12 laps. And we're going to see how far up the order we can get. It's not a great start, but it doesn't matter. The AI are going to be very slow. Into turn 1, Sargent's rammed into Stroll. Stroll's gone spinning off into the barriers on the left-hand side. I'm going to be very, very cautious, because the AI seems to be incredibly slow through the first couple of corners. So I'm just going to make sure that I stay out of trouble, as we've now got the two Alpha Tauris going wheel to wheel in front of us. That's Tsunoda and Nick De Vries. And then, of course, Alex Albon in that Williams just in front. So we have already gained a place courtesy of Sargent running into the back of Stroll. However, coming towards the third DRS straight and into this new part of the track, coming up to the chicane. I do nearly hit Albon there. Thankfully, I didn't get any damage from that contact. Here is the new chicane. This originally wasn't going to be on the circuit, so it's really good to see that Marco's actually gone and updated this. I really like that. I believe that it was indeed a change that has come later, but now I'm going to use ERS on the exit, and we're going to fly past Albon, and we might even get Nick De Vries as well. We're going to go wheel to wheel with Tsunoda through the tight right-hander. That can normally be taken flat. That's a brave move to go, and you can see I nearly get squeezed out by De Vries. The Dutch driver goes up the inside. This is the two Dutchmen racing each other, although up into ERS we can go into the slipstream of the Alpha Tauri driver. We pull to the left-hand side, and look at the gaining speed on Tsunoda as well. This is the Red Bull power coming into full force, although Tsunoda totally squeezes me off the track. I have to lift off the throttle, take avoiding action, because otherwise if I apply the power too soon, I'm going to go cannoning off into the wall, just as Stroll did on the opening lap. Although looking in that left wing mirror, you can see the Williams of Alex Albon's all over the back of me. Verstappen and Albon once teammates, of course, back in 2020. That no more. And we're going to come to the end of what has been a very chaotic opening lap here in Vegas. Albon trying to have a look at the inside of the final corner. That's never a move I would recommend, as we're now coming up towards the start of lap 2. Sargent's gone spinning this time. It's karma, complete karma. He took out Stroll on the opening lap, and now he's been spun round by one of the Alpha Tauri. So we're actually up into 17th. I'm going to try and find a way past Nick De Vries. He seems to be a bit of a roadblock. I do nearly touch him there. We're going to get ERS and DRS. We are going to hopefully try and go past the Alpha Tauri and maybe overtake his counterpart as well. Tsunoda's up next. Car number 22 round the outside. The Japanese driver keeps his foot in though. Fair play to him, and Tsunoda manages to dive down the inside and retake the position as we go into the chicane. I'm not hanging around anymore. I do make a small dive bomb up the inside of the Japanese driver. And next up we've got Valtteri Bottas in that lovely new black and red Alfa Romeo Stake, as accurately represented as I can in the 2023 livery. More information will be following soon as to why I'm not using mods, as we've really caught Bottas at the moment. I'm actually using hard AI for this video. This is what I used to use for career mode, because the AI were actually massively improved, of course, and you didn't need to use as hard a difficulty anymore. So we'll see how this race goes. We'll decide whether we need to adjust it for when career mode resumes, as I've now got De Vries and Tsunoda trying to go the inside. That's a big crash. VSC deployed. There was nothing I could do. One of the Alpha Tauris collided with me and sent me off track. Thankfully, I didn't actually get any damage from that, but somebody's out of the race. I think it might be Nick De Vries. the Dutch driver who was involved in a huge crash along the strip here in Vegas, and that is an awful accident. I hope he's okay. It is indeed Nick de Vries out of the Grand Prix. However, that said, we are now up into P15, so we're making very nice progress. We are 25% of the way through the field, and we're nearly 25% of the way through this Grand Prix, so that's exactly what you like to see. Although the Flying Finn goes very slowly through the first corner, I'm going to go round the outside, although Bottas has clipped me and we're off into the wall. What a chaotic start to this Grand Prix this has been. Thankfully we're still able to continue and I'm not beached on the curb. I've managed to get myself out of trouble, although Tsunoda and Albon have both gone back past me. DRS now wide open on the second straight, and I thought I'd given Valtteri enough room, but unfortunately the Alfa Romeo driver he was still there on the inside and he just clipped me. Although now I'm going to go up the inside as we approach the chicane. I'm going to get my own back, and now I will definitely get the move done on the Alfa Romeo. So we're back into P16. Alex Albon up next. This has all been recorded in one cut, by the way, so it's absolutely incredible that the action that's happened so far, as I am going to go up the inside of Albon there in the flat right-hander. That's a very brave move. I'm going to brake early so we can be behind Tsunoda at the DRS detection point. That's now obvious where that is. There are now lines and zones where you use DRS. There never used to be in the previous update, so that's really nice to see. And we are going to get past Tsunoda on the exit alone just with DRS open. And we've caught up to Hulkenberg, who's overtaken Alonso, and a lap later they've been battling hard and it's allowed me to catch up. I'm now going to get past the Spanish driver. Look at the gaining speed on Nico Hulkenberg as well with DRS. We absolutely fly past the Haas driver like he's not even there. Great to see his return to the grid in 2023. That said, we're now up into P12 chasing Lando Norris. I've just pumped in the fastest lap of the race round the outside of turn 1. It's a late move on the McLaren, but we get it done, and this time we don't get tagged, so we were clearly far enough ahead of Lando so that we could get the move done and leave him plenty of space, whereas with Bottas I don't think we'd quite got the move done. Next up, K-Mag, the Danish driver, now of course a pole sitter in F1. We're going to get past him and we might even be able to get past Zhou Guanyu as well in the second Alfa Romeo. Yes, we are. Double overtake with DRS and DRS. That's what you like to see. However, it's obviously that stage where we're halfway through the Grand Prix now. I'm going wheel to wheel with Oscar Piastri. This is very on the edge stuff. Round the outside, I get the move done on the Australian, and I'm going to get past Pierre Gasly as well in the Alpine, up into the top 5. More pit stops are being made though now by the AIs. That's why I've gained some free positions. And on the very next lap, we're going to catch up to my teammate Sergio Perez. This is a very defiant overtake there to stamp authority on this team. However, I'm not going to pit this lap, despite the fact that the tyre wear's actually been pretty good on the hard. I might stay out a bit longer. Hamilton has pitted, and I think Perez is going to pit. That's another fastest lap from me. So clearly the pace is really good, even on old tyres. Perez does indeed pit, so that's good. We would have saved Checo from having to double stack, and I will pit at the end of the next lap. So the tyre wear seems to have been improved as well, and this is the first time we're going to see the new pit stop animation in a Grand Prix. I'm going to go for the soft tyres. We wait for the pit crew to fit the tyres. There's the thumbs up, and we're away. And now we just have to crawl down the pit lane and wait and see where we're going to rejoin. Just even looking inside the garages, each team got its own garage now. Yep, notice my team. I did temporarily create Maserati, as it's really close to George Russell on the pit exit there. However, we've come out in 4th place. This is Russell just in front, and Sainz is only just round the corner as well. So I think winning this race is certainly not out of the question. If we can get these moves done nice and quickly, there's still 3 3/4 laps to go. Here we are, I've got DRS on George Russell. I'm not going to go for the move yet, because I thought that would have been a too late dive bomb, although now I might switch to the outside line of the British driver, although he's making things very difficult, defending hard as we go through the chicane. You can see there's very minor contact made there as Russell squeezes me out on the left hand side. I'm going to have to bide my time and wait for the back straight, although I might not even need to wait for the back straight. We just out traction the Mercedes on the exit. We're going to go up the inside through that flat right hander. That brave move again, and now we're onto the podium, and this is for net position because everyone's made their pit stop. Carlos Sainz just in front of me now in that Scarlet Ferrari, and then all that's left is Charles Leclerc, who's leading the Grand Prix 7 seconds down the road. Let's go get him, I say, and that's exactly what we've done at the end of lap 10. We've managed to catch Leclerc. My pace is absolutely incredible compared to the rest of the AI, I unfortunately think the difficulty might be slightly too easy. I know I said I was running hard. I probably need to think about turning it up to star or even maximum difficulty, as we're just following Leclerc now through the first couple of corners. We're going to wait for the DRS, and we're going to completely dump the battery at the Monogas driver as well. DRS activated. Leclerc doesn't stand a chance. Mission accomplished. Last to first in the Las Vegas Grand Prix with just over a lap to go. Can they get the car slowed down? Just about. That's very uneasy. That's not a great corner there. Leclerc might come back round the outside. You know, this is a great scrap for the lead of this race. Although, thankfully, I have the inside for the chicane and the Scarlet Ferrari is forced to back out. So the Prancing Horse will have to wait as we move on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. And we're going past Logan Sargent, who's now a lap down. We started last on the grid and we're now lapping drivers. Next is Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, I think the AI was unfortunately a little bit too easy for me today, but at least this is a good test to know what kind of difficulty I can run on in my career mode. So we are cruising down the strip on this Saturday night here in Las Vegas. This has been a night to remember for Red Bull, and Max Verstappen, the defending world champion, is going to win the first ever Las Vegas Grand Prix. There's the proof of the AI, by the way. That will probably need to be turned up in future. Through the last corner, we've gone from last to first. Mission accomplished. We win in Vegas and get the fastest lap on the last lap. Verstappen wins the Las Vegas Grand Prix for Red Bull, and he wins by a distance. That was a really good strat, actually. I'm really pleased with that. Hard to soft seemed to work really well. I might remember that for my career mode. Let's just enjoy the new liveries, the new teams, the new cars, all finishing around this new accurate circuit for the first time in TV mode. The two McLarens there, Norris and Piastri. We're watching the Australian, the rookie. To be honest, I can't wait to see how well Piastri's going to do this season. But yeah, that was my 600 subscriber special. Thank you very much for the support I've received recently. It really, really does mean a lot. Just enjoy the final action from this Grand Prix. I will see you guys in the next video, which should be a track guide. I think we're going to be in Saudi Arabia, which is my personal favourite circuit. So I'm looking forward to making that. That'll hopefully be uploaded over the course of the weekend. Maybe a bit before, depends if I get time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Join my Discord server. Both links will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Enjoy the rest of this race. Over and out.